Is there anything specific the president and Congress can do to target African Americans when it comes to this high unemployment number?
Yes, there is. And you'll find it in the rural development part of the so-called stimulus bill. It was called the Clyburn Amendment, 10, 20, 30. I believe that all of these resources coming out of these programs, at least 10% of it, ought to be directed into these communities where 20% or more of the population's been stuck below the poverty level for the last 30 years.
So meaning you want to put the dollars where the need is the greatest.
Absolutely. And we did that. And so this wouldn't be anything new. CBO has looked at it and says it passes muster. The president has told me that it's something that he could support. And it has bipartisan support. And so I would hope that we would do that, because it would be very unfair for us to see the economy moving forward and see these pockets of poverty that we've had for so long being left out.
Now, the president has told you that he would support it.
Yes.
But is it important for him to come out and publicly make that kind of announcement, to speak directly to African Americans? Let's say go before a Black Chamber of Commerce and say, here's the Clyburn Amendment that could really impact the people where the need is the most. Should he come out publicly and say it?
Well, I would love to see him do that. But we've had these discussions, as I said, with CBO. And we've had these discussions with other agency heads. I'm talking about the cabinet members. Right. And if they were to really adopt this approach, I think it will really send a signal to people who are feeling a little less hope than others.
So does the Clyburn Amendment, does this have to be approved by Congress, or can the agencies implement it without congressional approval?
I think some of it, I'm told that some of it can be implemented without congressional approval. In some instances, it would have to have congressional approval. But as I said, we did it in the rural development section of the
stimulus plan. So you want to see it in other bills as well?
Yes. I would love to see it anywhere there's grant money, every place that there may not be a contract. I know you can't do it with contracts, but with grants and other kinds of discretionary spending, it can be done. And I've been pushing this now for 3 or 4 years, and it's got a lot of support on the other side of the aisle. Congressman Whitfield from Kentucky co-sponsored the amendment with me. Congresswoman from Missouri, whose name is slipping me now, she is on board with this, and she has asked her conference to take a look at supporting this.
Emerson?
Emerson.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, and it's one of the reasons you also see bipartisan support, because, like it or not, there are poor whites in this country. There are pockets in this country beyond just African Americans where people are in dire straits.
Let me shock you. 2/3, there are 474 counties in the United States of America that will fit in this category.
474.
474. 2/3 of them are represented by Republicans. 2/3 of the 474. So this is not about anything but community needs. And that's what I want to target. So this whole notion of, well, you try to get it to Hispanic community or Black community, no. Communities of need.
Okay. Well, look, well, first of all, we'll keep that in mind, and we'll do our part to push it as well, because absolutely we believe that folks in the most need to be touched.
Thank you so much.
All right, Congressman Clyburn, always a pleasure.